So what do you think the most valuable lesson is that you've learned from running a business? This business.
Wow. A couple things just like popped in my head.
Really? Because mine went blank.
Really? Wow. Um, I think we talked a little bit about it in the past too, but I really like to talk about it again. So I'm gonna.
You do you.
I do me. I don't think I came up with my own motto when fear started and self-doubt and imposter syndrome started to take over. Like lean in and do it messy. Because my first lean back was, oh, it's not perfect. I don't have everything figured out yet. So I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna keep working on this until it's perfect. There is no perfection. Hate to tell the world, there is no perfection. I know you two ladies think you're perfect, but we're not. We are not. And I think the most valuable lesson I've learned is to continuously move forward with my fear, my self-doubt, my imposter syndrome. And if I goof up or screw up or F up, okay, I learn from it. And I've learned some valuable lessons on it. But through that, I've also found growth in it. And that is huge. And going through my certification was like I had my own life coach in front of me, putting me through the exact same thing I guide other people through. And so that certification helped me peel my own onion away and get clarity on where I wanted to be, and the feeling that I also need guidance and coaching no matter what age. It could be in different aspects of my life. It might not have to be within my business today, but it is towards some of my goals. And tomorrow it could be I pick up a different coach for something else within my life. But it is okay to have that in your life.
Good answer, Michelle.
Huh?
Good answer.
Oh, well, thank you.
Good answer. Good answer. I was thinking there while you were talking. I think the most valuable thing that I have uncovered, let me put it that way, uncovered, because it's always been with me. I just didn't know what to call it. I didn't know. I never looked at it, never pulled it out and put it on a table and went, oh, that's what that is, right? And that I think that the two things for me is that resiliency is really fuel. It can be a wonderful, wonderful fuel to say, you just keep going. You just keep going. And learning how to put fear in the passenger side instead of letting it drive the truck. Because that has been huge for me. And I can think back, and I think that this is a critical exercise, actually. I can think back in my life all the times that I have gone ahead and done something, even though I've been super fearful of what that outcome might look like, but I did it anyways. And it is in those moments, it is when I was doing that I realized fear was the passenger. I'm driving. Like, you can be here and I know you're always going to be here. I'm not going to get rid of you ever. Like, you're always going to hang out with me. That's okay. You're just not going to drive the truck. Not today, not this moment. Those, I think, have been wonderful lessons to be aware of. If that makes sense. It's like I never really looked at it that way. And that also helps when they show up and I need them, right? It's like when I need that resiliency, when I'm like, just can't do this. I can't figure it out. Like, it's like,
Mhm.
no, come on. Yes, you can, because we've done it before. And yeah, those I think would be the two
I like the
greatest.
driver's seat,
Yeah, I
passenger
love
seat. I
that
like that. That's
analogy. Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, it's true. Like people, I've coached people and they've like, I just want to get rid of the fear. And it's like,
Oh no.
it's
yeah.
not going to go away. It's never going to go away. It's always, and it's designed to be there. Like we are literally wired, our DNA is wired to have fear because it's what kept us alive back in the caveman day. And it's what, we have not, our brains have not evolved to our present day situation. But
Right.
you now have the option of saying, I recognize this, but you're going to sit over here. I will drive the truck.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I love that analogy. I love it
That's
because
really
fear does
good.
not go away. It's just you recognize what type of fear you have and what can you do with it. Because we do, like you said, it's in our DNA. There is fear. There's a fear if a car is racing towards you, what do? That's fear. And you need to know, encompass that. And then there's that fear of moving forward towards a goal or whatever. Our brains don't know the difference between the fear, but you can teach it how to pull that apart.
Well, we rarely are faced with the fears that we were, way
Right.
back when, like you don't go into a new place wondering if you're going to be somebody's lunch. Whereas, back in the day, that literally could happen. You walk into somebody's cave and you're like, okay, gone.
Right.
So, and it's the fear of judgment. It's that fear of, oh my God, I'm never going to get over this. I'm never going to get past this. And when you realize you've done it so many times already in your life, like that's what you can take away and go, man, I've done a lot of scary stuff and I did it.
But I don't think
did it.
people understand they've done it. But
No,
because
that's
it's something
it.
new,
Yeah.
right? If they sat back and thought about something, even something as little as walking into a new high school, making a new friend, moving, anything
All
that
that stuff.
we don't celebrate that we already have overcome fears, but because this is so new, and I think times have changed also, like you said, Tracy, now with social media and everything, we have these different perceptions of what people are going through. So we think, oh, I can't be fearful because look at that person has so much confidence or just did this or just did that. Because that person doesn't talk about everything else that they've gone through. What about you, Tracy G?
Well, you guys took them all, so
No, come on, speak to us. Speak to us.
no,
speak to us, speak to
mine,
us.
I love the word uncover because mine is literally that I'm able, I have it in me not to rely on anyone, like, and I'm not talking about coaches or stuff like that, but in me to do it. And by what I've been doing with my business, I've actually had to check in and look back and go, you've been doing that all your life. You have been relying on you all your life to do those things, have, like you said, fear in the passenger seat, but I never realized it. And so my valuable lesson was that I uncovered that I have been walking the walk and I just never recognized it. So that was huge for me, even with all the fear and all of that stuff, is that, yeah, Tracy, you've relied on yourself and you've actually got to where you want to be in whatever situation. So that to me was huge. Because exactly that. You don't look back and go, oh yeah, remember when I did that? Remember when I did that?
Yeah,
Remember when fear was sitting there and I was like scared to death, but I still did it? You don't. It becomes nothing. It becomes just another little story in your head that you don't give it the weight that it should, because these are all big things.
We dismiss them. It's like if you go back and you think about 25 of your accomplishments in life, and they can be something as simple as getting your driver's license, or something more complicated as getting your PhD.
Yeah.
I know that when I went for my driver's license, I was sweating bullets. I was like, oh my God, what if I don't pass? Like I was just, the whole thing was blown out of proportion, but got it on the first try.
Yeah.
Right. Mine was during a
Right?
snowstorm. And they asked me to parallel park.
And just think, now they have cars that do that themselves.
I know it. And I'm like, what do you mean the car can do it itself? Give me my mirrors. I can back into do what I need to do. Give me a break. But I think we forget to tap into our past. But yeah, I love that, Tracy G. Even, celebrating yourself, that you've always been there for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would have never looked at it that way if I wasn't doing my business, because as I said in the past, that there was been some mindset things. So do you think your business has changed your personal life then, or your perspective in your personal life?
Oh
yeah.
Because I know mine has, just because of the mindset.
Yes, 1,000%. And because of the exact same thing, because I had to work through some mindset issues. I had to work through anxiety, self-doubt, the imposter syndromes, everything that the three of us have talked about. At times we think we're in a bubble and nobody else is feeling this. And that's another thing that I love about this channel, about our episodes, is we're showing women or people, viewers, that we're having the exact same thoughts that they're having.
It's the human experience.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And we all get to share in that. We have all experienced it at some point in our life. And that is what is so incredible. It's what you do with that experience that really matters and allows you to move forward, or stay stuck, or not being able to resolve issues or whatever, right? It's what we do with all of that messiness and wonderful stuff that life throws at us.
Messy stuff.
It is. Life's messy. Come on, it is.
Yes.
I mean, it's not going to, and so it's meant to be, because, you can't have tidy without messy.
Nope.
Right? I mean, the two just, there's always going to be the opposite side of the coin. There's always going to be the lessons to be learned and whatever. And I mean, this work truly has allowed me to take a pause when I need a pause, instead of reacting to something. I'm able to respond to something, which is a big difference. And I love the word "and." This is happening, and I get to add something onto that. This just isn't the experience, it's and something else.
Nope.
And that word can be added into anything. You can have your opinion, and I can have my opinion.
Yes.
Another thing too is I don't take things as personal as I used to, because of
that
it,
amazing,
right?
Yeah.
Like, that's on you.
Yeah. And it's all that our mindset has grown. And you talk about, you said you can't have tidy without messy. You can't have growth without fear. You can't have growth without self-doubt. Like, you can't move forward sometimes without going backwards. And so when that self-doubt or mindset, I'll take even with my race, that hasn't anything to do with my business. It's just a personal goal I have. I'm able to say, no, time out. Why are you saying this to yourself? That's not true. You're not the only one out there. You're not the only one feeling this. Where's your support system? Let's just, like, as you both have said, you're able to recognize certain patterns or certain things and go, nope, not today. Sorry.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
I'll talk to you tomorrow, but not today.
Not today.
Not today, Fear. You can have your voice tomorrow.
But sometimes that's what you need to say, because we know when tomorrow gets here, it's today. But sometimes with just telling your mindset, nope, today I'm just going to focus on this. Tomorrow, like, and when you get through it, you're like, huh, I don't need to pull that in from that I put over there because I was able to handle it. So not today. So what's one thing you don't think people understand about your business?
I don't think people think that life coaching is mental health.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Yeah, I honestly think, I don't think people really understand what life coaching is. It's sort of like, well, what is that? Like, what do you do? Like, what does that mean, right? But really, I you know, like life coaching is like for me, it's all mental health. And you take care of your mental health like you would take care of your physical health.
Right.
You know, you pay somebody to tone your body, get in shape, you go to a gym, you do all of that. Your mental health is equally as important and ultimately drives your body. So should get equal viewership within yourself.
Absolutely. I think sometimes people look at a life coach. In fact, I had this conversation with somebody, and a gentleman said, "Oh, you're a life coach, so you tell people what to do." I'm like, and the woman corrected him right like that, and she's like, "No, she's more like a guide. She helps them discover." And I think people look at it as I think they don't look at it as an investment in themselves. They look at it more like, oh, well, how do I want to say this? Like, oh, I'm not, I don't deserve a life coach. I'm not at that point in my life or something like that. Like life coaching is a luxury. And
Yeah.
it's not, it is a form of necessity. It's a form of self-care. It's a form of it's to me no difference than when you were in high school and had a guidance counselor to help you pick out courses, or you were like deciding where to go live or whatever it is. It's somebody it's a guide.
Yeah.
A guide and help you with, like you said, the mental health. Yes, it is to me mental health. It is, you take care of your body, you fuel your body, you take care of all these other aspects of it, but we ignore the mindset part, which could lead you to a happier, more successful life. What about you, Tracy G?
I would think that people, because they're on social media, they think that's what online marketing is. And so they kind of confuse the two. Can you do it yourself? Absolutely. But again, you need that guidance. And I just think people kind of sometimes dismiss it as, oh, you're just going on social media. Oh, you're just putting up this. And there's more to it than that. And so I just feel that they think it's one thing that they do with their friends, and it's not for your business. It's not that at all.
No.
I think that's what, that's so important to understand, is that anybody can figure out anything. They can figure out their problems, they can work through whatever, they can come to a different conclusion, they can do the online marketing thing themselves. You can do that, or you can fast track it.
Yeah.
That's the difference. It's like, do you want to get there quicker? Because that's what the three of us offer, is getting there quicker. Yeah.
We're offering them tools to put in their toolbox.
Yeah.
For them to use and reuse and to do all this stuff to fast forward you.
Yeah.
It's like trying to put together a furniture piece with a kitchen knife instead of a screwdriver. You can do it.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. you're going to ruin the kitchen knife. Done it. But when you have the tools, it buzzes its way through.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's what the three of us do for everyone else.
And the one thing that you find out too is once you have the tools, you go, what? Why did I wait so long? Oh my God,
Yeah.
this is so much more. This now makes sense. Because I put some
Absolutely.
of that IKEA furniture together myself there, honey.
Yeah. Yep. I've put together many pieces of furniture. Absolutely. Yes. Well, thank you very much for listening today. Again, remember, if you have any comments, please comment below. You can reach out to us also individually, and make sure you share this episode if you found that it resonated with you. Make sure you hit subscribe if you're not a subscriber already, and notifications, because every Wednesday we have a brand new episode. Until then, see you later.
Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you as a regular member of our community.